Okay, we're back. Umpires here. Coaches meeting's over. Davin Orton, the left-hander for Beaver, takes the mound. So let's start with the lineups for both teams. We'll start with the visitors, the Enterprise Wolves. Coach, take it away.
Yeah, for the head Enterprise Wolves, the head coach is Kyle Bundy, and they're in the road navy blue top with the gray pants, but they'll be leading off number 66, the first baseman, Kyler Randall, followed by number 19, the left fielder, Trayson Whitman. Batting third will be the pitcher, number 24, Parker Staley. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 99, Clayton Bowler. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 5, Clint Bundy. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 2, Jackson Hyatt. Batting seventh in center field, number 31, Aiden Emmett. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 55, Eric Phelps. And batting ninth, the DH, number 12, Jackson Moyle. And in right field, number 14, Lane Whitman.
Okay, for the number 2 Beavers, coached by Daniel Carter. Leading things off be the right fielder, Deegan Blackner. Batting second at second base, Davis Carter. Batting third and pitching today, Davin Orton. Batting fourth, the catcher, Raider Blomquist. Batting fifth, the DH, Gabe Robinson. Batting sixth at third base, Kai Anzalone. Batting seventh in center field, Andrew Hollingshead. Batting eighth at shortstop, David Smith. Batting ninth in left field, Noah Wolf. And rounding out the lineup, first base, is Ty Blomquist. And I forgot to ask Daniel Carter what the status was of Bodie Wheatley. He's not in the lineup. I didn't even notice if he was on the card or not.
Yeah, I don't know either, and that's one thing that'd be interesting to know.
He's down here. I was going to look at my scorecard. I'll have to look at it here in a little bit, see if we can figure it out. I meant to ask him that, and he got in a hurry trying to sync equipment.
Yeah.
So the first pitch to Kyler Randall is ball one.
Well, one thing, too, is Davin Orton, the left-hander, you really got to stay in on his pitches, try to drive the ball middle right side, not pull it.
Oh, that skips away from Raider Blomquist. Back to the screen. Beaver always has the best sounding catchers' names.
Yeah.
I can't remember number 13 that played for him the last couple of years. What the heck was his name?
Yeah, I know who you're talking.
I remember that first game when we watched
Cutler Matheson.
Yeah, Cutler Matheson, the game we did
at
UVU there, the championship game when he played 4 different positions, pitched twice in the same game. Yeah, but he was normally their catcher.
Yeah,
good wrestler as well. The 3-0 pitch. Oh, swing and a miss, swinging 3-0. Was Kyler Randall.
That's one thing, Coach Bundy. He trusts his players, and he's given them the green light. If it's 3-0 and it's your pitch you like, go ahead, swing away.
So the 3-1. On its way. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, just a little behind on the fastball right there. He's
got a deceptive fastball, too. That ball gets on you pretty quick. He hides it good.
It does.
Plus, you got the left-hand mystique.
Kyler Randall, .416 hitter, 18 RBIs, 4 stolen bases.
Next pitch. Gets him.
Baines him. We talked about the walks, right? And then, granted, that was ball 4, hits him with it, but you can't give up the freebies. That's one thing that Orton has struggled with when you compare his pitching stats based on balls to strikeouts. It's 31 walks to 47 strikeouts. You'd like to see that down a lot lower.
That brings up Trayson Whitman, the left fielder, with Randall at first base. If he's a typical Randall, he's probably got some good wheels. What's the steals we got on Randall?
Randall's got the 4 stolen bases.
For him.
Yeah. But Trayson Whitman coming to the plate here with a .308 batting average.
Next pitch, fouls that one off for strike 1.
And it's obviously it's the last game of the day for us here. This is the 4th game, but the crowd, a lot of teams staying here watching this one, have a vested interest in who they're going to be playing.
So Davin Orton with the 1-1 count on Trayson Whitman. Kyler Randall at first base. Not going. Next pitch, ball 2.
Yeah, left that pitch up just a little bit, evens the count.
Oh, goes the first. Got a couple moves, does Davin Orton. Got that quick move like he did there, just a snap move. Got what I like to call the Bach move.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good at that one. In the dirt, ball 3.
And Enterprise knows as the dugout getting a little lively over there, just cheering every time there's a ball thrown. They know how important this game is and how important every pitch is. And the more that they can see Orton throw balls, it's driving his pitch count up but giving them a better chance to get on base.
That gets by Blomquist all the way to the backstop, but that's ball 4. So already 2 freebies given up.
Yeah, and that's
by
going to
Davin Orton, bring
Carter
yeah.
out. He's not going to want this to go any further. Realizes how we talked about it, Willie. These runs are going to be a premium. It could be a low-scoring game, but you can't get down early.
You know, and the thing about it is the Enterprise hats all look like they got their rally hats on, even though they got the gray bill. You can't hardly tell from up here
yeah.
whether they got them on inside out or not, but they're all the same.
Yeah.
How you going to know when they do put them on?
Yeah, exactly. And you got to like this out of Coach Carter. There's no reason to not go out there and have a chit-chat and just try to get things squared away, help Orton settle in, realize that you got defense behind you, let them work. You just cannot defend the hit by pitch or the walk.
Well, and you got Parker Staley, the best hitter on the ball club.
Yeah, and he leads in pretty much every category offensively. 453 batting average, 22 RBIs. His on-base percentage and his slugging percentage leads the team.
So, first pitch to Parker Staley. Oh, he rips one down the left field line, but foul.
Well, and that's why he's leading the team, right? He understands the situation. He knows they just got hit by pitch and a walk, and Coach goes out there. He knows he's going to see first pitch strike.
Next pitch. It's in the dirt. Good pick up there by Blomquist.
Well, and Staley jumped that ball, right? It could have drilled him in the foot, too, which we talked about that earlier today. It doesn't feel good to get hit anywhere, but not in the foot, and he almost loaded the bases up by hitting Staley right there.
So the 1-1 from Davin Orton. Parker Staley, curveball. Ooh, must have stayed up.
I think a little bit up and maybe outside a little bit.
Here's the 2-1. Oh, that's way up, and that gets by Blomquist. Everybody's going to move up on that one.
Yeah, really not much that Blomquist could have done right there. And it's still not, I mean, you have first base open. You don't want to just give in right here to Staley, a 3-1 count. But you can't just walk him either. There's no place to put a Clayton Bowler on deck who's batting .390 with 21 runs driven in.
Next pitch, curveball stays up. So, 2 walks and a hit batsman. Bases are loaded for the Enterprise Wolves. And that brings up Clayton Bowler from the left-hand side. Left on left, that's probably the only good thing I see out of this matchup.
Yeah, and I see a catcher headed down to the bullpen, not sure. Well, maybe not going all the way to the bullpen, end of the dugout anyways, but more likely whoever he's going to go to when he needs to is probably already in the game.
So Bowler steps out. Wearing number 99. We talked about it takes big guys, and another big guy wearing 99 here.
Mm-hmm.
First pitch. Fouled off toward his own dugout for strike 1. The 0-1. That's hit right back at him. He's going to go home for 1. Going up to first for 2.
Wow, that's a really big. They're saying, out.
Yeah, he hit him.
He hit the glove right there. So they do get the double play. That's a 1-4, back to 4-3. Really nice job. You know, when I say 4, I mean home, but position's number 2. But Willie will let you go over the positions and their numbers. But really nice comebacker right back to the pitcher. he goes home for the first out and then home to first for the second out. The umpires are just getting together talking, but they're they're going to make those runners go back
as well because of the interference, that bump there at first base.
Well, that's huge. That takes away at least one extra guy in scoring position. And you just got to run through the bag right there. But what happened is he stuck his arm out and tried to knock the ball away out of his glove.
Yeah, there was no doubt. There was no doubt. You don't see any argument from Coach Bundy over there in the third base box. Yeah, every position on the field has a number. Pitcher 1, catcher 2, first to third, 3, 4, 5, shortstop 6, outfield left to right 7, 8, and 9. So that brings us to Clint Bundy, the catcher. Chip off the old block. First pitch to Clint, swing and a miss on one down low for strike 1.
And, you know, that play alone has really helped Beaver kind of get the momentum back as they kind of lost it there to load the bases, no outs. But you see a different Davin Orton out there on the mound, too. He's dialed in.
I was listening to the coaches. Nice stop there by Blomquist. Is he going to beat him to the bag? Yes, sir.
Wow. Yeah, he dove, makes a play on the 4-3 hole, gets up and sprints, and then slides in head first, touches the glove on the bag before Bundy can get there for out number 3.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. So there were 2 left on. I'm sorry, let me get ahead of myself here. And so after 1/2 inning, it's Enterprise nothing. Beaver coming to bat on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centacom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Homes aren't one size fits all, so why should your home insurance be any different? Farmers Home Insurance Packages offer coverage options you can tailor to fit you. Discover straightforward home coverage options and more by calling Farmers Agent Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453. That's Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Okay, we're back at Larry H. Miller Field. Willie Akers, Nolan Anderson. Number 2, Beaver. Number 3, Enterprise. Enterprise just went down, had a rally going, and just got killed by some interference. And so Beaver will bring Deegan Blackner, Davis Carter, and Davin Orton to the plate. Folks, if you got a chance, jump on Team Hive or KSL Sports and watch it. You're going to see one of the premier pitchers in the league. And Parker Staley just starts off Deegan Blackner with a dandy curveball. Get on there and check it out.
Yeah, Deegan Blackner, 288 batting average, 16 runs driven in. But the one stat that stands out, and we've always known this with him, is he gets on, he can steal any base. He's got 21 stolen bases.
So the 1-1. Oh, another curveball.
Well, he just kind of waved at that. That's on the outside part of the plate, and it also breaks away. You've got to step into that pitch and hit that to right field.
1-2. Ooh, inside, almost got him. They did get him.
Yep.
So gives back one of them freebies. Puts the leadoff runner on.
Well, an Enterprise unable to take advantage of their loaded bases with no outs. We'll see now with Beaver getting that first runner on how they're going to be able to handle it as Davis Carter comes to the plate.
Parker Staley not too happy, whether it's with himself or with the umpire, but took a good walk around.
Yeah, Davis batting .343.
Lays a bunt down. It goes foul.
Who just foul as Davis was getting down the line quickly, and Blackner was going to be there at second base. But we talked about it. This is something that Coach Carter, he's not afraid to play a little small ball, lay a bunt down, execute whatever he can do to try to get someone in scoring position. That's what he was trying to do right there.
Yep. Well, you'd hope to get it out just a little bit farther so that either the pitcher or the third baseman have to feel to give you a better chance of beating it out. Going to do it again, pull it back, take ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, the difference, too, that what we have seen with some of these guys is Deegan Blackner recognizes the situation. The sign is to get the bunt. It's a sac bunt. He's not getting hung up down there to where a catcher can make a play on him at first base.
Curveball. Yes, sir. You know what set that one up? It was the hit by pitch.
Yeah.
You got Davis Carter bailing out of there instead of hanging in there on that curveball. That's the first thing you got to pick up, the rotation, then location.
Well,
some people do it the other way around.
Yeah,
too. Location,
1-2 count
rotation.
now, regardless of the sign, Carter's going to have to battle and get the job done here with 2 strikes.
There goes the runner. There's a throw from Bundy. No, they say. Ooh. He slid on by, but they did not.
That's where you want to keep that tag on him all the way, right?
Yep.
But he swiped, tagged, missed him, and then Blackner went past the bag but had to kind of come in from the back side of the bag and get back in there, but no tag from Phelps.
So he gets the strikeout and almost to throw him out, but stolen base for Deegan Blackner. So Devin Norton has a chance to help himself, batting from the right-hand side. This is one of them oddities I talked about. Throws left, bats right.
Yeah. Well,
See a lot of the other.
And that curveball had Orton right there buckled as, a lot of good movement on that curveball from Staley.
Another one popped up. That's going to get foul. Just watch the crowd there. Got right over here and right into the South Severe crowd. Error. Who was that? Is that Canyon Barney?
Nah,
No, number
can't
21.
tell.
I think. So, 1 ball, 1 strike. Blackner at second base after stealing the base. Hit by pitch. Next pitch. That outside corner catches it.
Yeah, fastball paints the outside corner to get ahead. That's one thing about Staley, and we talked about it. His walks 11 to 102 strikeouts. He very seldomly gives up a free base via the walk.
That's going to be trouble. Nope. Coming in is Aiden Emmett. Good speed there to track down that L8.
Yeah, and that was really good base running. Once again, Blackner, we've seen people just take off, but he recognized the line drive. He's got to kind of freeze, see that ball down, and that ball just kept drifting towards center field, and so he had to get back to the bag. So he's still in scoring position with 2 outs rather than getting off too far and then getting doubled up.
So, Raider Blomquist, the catcher, coming to the plate.
Well, Raider Blomquist leads in 3 categories. He's coming in with the .509 batting average.
And he lays his one to right field. They're going to send the runner. Yes, they are. So we're going to get the first run of the ball game scored, and that they're lucky that Raider Blomquist wasn't paying that close of attention because that relay throw was way off.
Yeah, but good base running back to Deegan Blackner. A couple times where he could have easily maybe got himself out or put himself in a tough situation, but smart base running. And then Raider Blomquist, what he's done all year, and that's lead Beaver at the plate, comes up with a single and an RBI.
That'll bring up Gabe Robinson, the DH. Big left-hander. So first blood goes to the Beavers. Goes over, trying to see if he can catch Raider. Is that Wheatley running 11?
It is.
I think it is. I think that's Bodie Wheatley, number 11.
It is, yep.
So he is active.
Well, and you can see his left hand and wrist all
Yep.
bandaged and taped up there.
Ball one.
Maybe even a soft cast. Can't really
Robinson.
tell from here for sure.
Yeah, but good wheels. We know that.
Yep.
Good athlete. There he goes. Oh, Robinson fouls one off out in front.
Well, we've seen Robinson, have a really good game over in Miller. Saw him take 1 yard and then just be a pest in the Eagles' side when he was at the plate. I think he had 3 hits that game and just done a really good job. He's worked his way up in the lineup, batting 5th behind Blomquist, swinging from the left-hand side.
10 stolen bases for Bodie Wheatley. They had the guy back in there and see him shaking that right hand, maybe just shaking the turf dirt out of there. Robinson's going to go past. He's going to just shoot one past third baseman Clayton Bowler. But that runner's going to have to hold up.
Well, and Coach Carter was bringing him saying get to third, but Wheatley wisely stopped there at second base as the ball was in front of him. Wasn't hit too far. It was right down the third baseline into left field, but he could see the fielder fielded it clean, and he made a nice throw into third. So Wheatley wisely stops there at second base.
That'll bring up Kai Anzalone, the third baseman. Good athlete here.
Yeah, Kai Anzalone for Beaver comes in with a .365 batting average. He's got 20 runs driven in.
Got Bodie Wheatley and Gabe Robinson at first. Wheatley at second. Ball one to Kai Anzalone. Oh, swing and a miss. Anzalone had a good rip at a fastball right there in the middle portion of the strike zone.
Yeah, he really did. Just kind of swung through that. That was a big swing, but you can do that with less than 2 strikes. You can get your hacks in, and then with 2,
shorten up.
Yeah, maybe a little short, quick, compact swing versus the big swing.
Ooh, it's on that curveball.
Yeah, right on it. Just got a little bit underneath it, fouls it straight back to the screen. So 1 and 2 count. Now we'll have to battle, and these base runners for Beaver, one thing too is anything ball in the dirt, whatever else, they're going to be bouncing, moving, picking up any extra base they can.
Fouled off to the right-hand side to stay alive.
Well, that one hit the top rail, and it's going to stay in the stands. Didn't bounce out.
Somebody's car is safe, huh?
Yeah. And we do have a few young kids over there now hustling to it.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Going to ring him up. Strike 3. Strike 3 looking. So the Beavers in the bottom of the first, they come up with 1 run. They do it on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there were 2 runners left on. So after 1 complete, it's 1-0 in favor of the Beavers. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Hyman, KSL Sports.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders. Our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026 or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Okay, Davin Orton will face Jackson Hyatt, Aiden Emmett, and Eric Phelps. 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. Jackson Hyatt from the left-hand side. So left on left. First pitch right there, strike 1.
Jackson Hyatt comes in batting .276. He's got 12 runs batted in and 7 stolen bases.
Next pitch on the corner for strike 2.
Yeah, lefty-lefty matchup right here, and so far Davin Orton winning it.
Nope, that one just missed.
Yeah, just barely outside the zone there.
Next pitch, curveball stays up, ball 2.
Yeah, Raider Blomquist trying to frame that one, see if he couldn't get the called third strike.
Next, that's it, just past him. Second baseman got it, gonna have to make a quick, nope, couldn't do it. Too far into the hole. Infield hit for Jackson Hyatt.
Yeah, that ball was hit right past Orton on the second base side of the pitcher's mound, and you called it. The second baseman, Davis Carter, able to get there, backhand it pretty much behind second base, and just no time to really plant. And even if he would have, he did make the throw, but even if he would have had a really good, strong arm, still no chance of getting him, as that ball wasn't hit hard enough up the middle, and Hyatt with good speed gets down the line.
Yeah, getting down from the left-hand side, too. Whoop. Waves at the pitch. Nope. It's back. Aiden Emmett waved at that first one for strike 1. Tried to get bat on the ball, lay the bunt down.
Yeah, and Teague Blomquist there at first base with the being left-handed, able to swipe that tag down thrown from the catcher, Blomquist, and making it close at first base.
Next pitch hit right at shortstop. This could be 2. There's 1. There's 2.
Yep.
So the 6-4-3 double play. And now we've got 2 outs. Talk about both teams play good defense behind their pitching. That's why they're number 2 and 3.
Beavers, their uniform's got a little bit of a Dodger look out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, they do. That one's lifted to the right-hand side, going to get foul. That's up on top.
Got the all-white pants, the all-white top with the blue number, the blue Beaver across there with the swoosh underneath it.
And pinstripes.
Curveball for strike 2.
That Orton's done a really good job here in the second quarter, and really, or second inning, especially after that first loaded bases situation.
Yep, strike 3. Route number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on. So after 1.5, it's 1-0 Beaver. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Heim, and KSL Sports.
This is more than just a job. It's a culture, and it's how we do things here. Since 1932, our values of teamwork, accountability, and quality have driven us. There's nothing more precious than human life, and we all honor that responsibility. We are standing ready for when you need us, to serve you with our hearts, our minds, and our experience, and most of all, human connections.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Okay, the first pitch from Parker Staley to Andrew Hollings, heads upstairs for ball 1. Swing and a miss on the second offering on a fastball down the middle portion. Andrew just missed that one. We're in the bottom of the second inning of a 1-0 ball game in favor of Beaver. Curveball catches the corner for strike 2. That one's in the dirt. Kind of what we expected. 2 hits for Beaver and 1 run, 1 hit, and no runs yet for the Enterprise Wolves. Both have left 2 on base. Curveball, boy.
Yeah, had Hollings said way out in front on that curveball with 2 strikes. He knows anything close, he's going to be swinging, but had him way out in front on his front foot right there. Fouls it off towards the first base dugout.
Good spot. If you're going to get down there, you got to get it down way low like that. You don't want to leave it a foot and a half or so off the ground. What we got here? Don't know.
A ball, I think they're saying. Yeah. So now 3 balls. Full count.
That one's lifted to the left-hand side. If that stays fair, nope, going to be foul, but good job there by Trace and Whitman to track that one down on the F7.
Yeah, and I said these uniforms have a Dodger look. They do from a distance, and then you see them coming up to bat. They do have the pinstripes, and
okay. I didn't realize what you guys were talking about because I was down there, yeah.
Coach Carter mixing up the Dodger-Yankee, right? You know, the 2 teams that played for it, trying to put their 2 uniforms into one.
So David Smith takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Good tail-in fastball. Tail back over and cut the corner.
Yeah, David Smith, the shortstop here for Beaver. 423 batting average.
Strike 2.
He's got 20 runs driven in.
Looks like they're planning a family vacation while I'm gone. Strike 3.
They know you won't have a say in it because you're on the radio.
Well, my son's paying, so go for it. Don't know if he's listening out there. Colvin Brody, if you're listening, thanks, buddy. Going to Ouray, Colorado. Hot Springs there. Going to rodeo for my 74th birthday. Well, it's before my birthday, but it's always been on the weekend of my birthday.
That's good.
Oh, man. Swing and a miss on a good curveball way outside.
Well, and that's, you know, Staley's got good velocity, but it's just curveball. When it's dialed in and working really good, that's when he's tough to hit.
Squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes ball 1.
And one thing about Staley, you got to like him if you're a coach or fan or anybody because he's just on ready to go. He doesn't waste time in between pitches. He likes to work quick.
Ooh, almost worked that one on his shoulder. Ball 2.
Yeah, 2-1 count now to Noah Wolf. Wolf has a .333 batting average.
Curveball stays up and out. Even things up at 2-2. Bases are empty. 1-0. Beaver on the scoreboard there right now. With that 1-run lead, we're in the bottom of the second. Scheduled for 7. They're going to call that strike 2.
Wolf, if he does get on, does have 10 stolen bases on the season.
Ooh, he's not getting on. He got the strikeout. Out number 3. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After 1 complete, it's 1-0. Beaver will be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centacom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports. Heads up for the perfect solution to jumpstart your outdoor adventure. Whether you're tearing up the back roads or backcountry, driving the trails or highways of Utah, or making waves on the waterways with family or friends, it's high time you experience the unsurpassed excitement destination at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet and Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford, and Jorgensen Power Sports in Richfield will make sure you're properly outfitted. That's Jorgensen Auto Group, Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford, Jorgensen Power Sports Richfield, thrill seekers wanted.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
All righty, we're back. And Jackson Moyle will lead things off. The number 9 hitter swings and misses at first pitch from Davin Orton. Strike 1.
Jackson Moyle batting .261, 8 runs batted in.
Next pitch misses for ball 1. That one's ripped foul down the right field line, just foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Jackson Moyle, the hitter. Swings and misses, strike 3. Second strikeout for Davin Orton. Brings us back to the top of the lineup. Kyler Randall. First pitch into dirt, ball 1. There we go. Next one ripped foul towards the Beaver dugout. We're going to have something hold it up.
Yeah, I wonder.
We'll find something to hold it up here in a sec. Trying to get the window open here in front of us. Swing and a miss. For strike 2 to Kyler Randall. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. We're in the top of the third. Curveball stays down. Even things up at 2-2.
Randall made it to third base that first inning and then was out on the force out going to home.
Next pitch, curveball. Stays up. Davin Orton wanted that one. Swing and a miss. Good curveball there. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Davin Orton. After walking 2 and hitting 1 back in the first inning, he's settled in. Brings up Trayson Whitman. One of them base on balls back in the first inning. That's it. Slow roller towards the third baseman, going to go foul.
Yeah, Whitman, the left fielder, we saw him make a really nice play on a ball earlier. But also, like you said, he drew a walk. He was stranded at second base as he was able to come around there, but unable to score.
Strike 2 called. So he's in a hole 0-2 with 2 outs. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. So he strikes out the side. That's the way to come back. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After 2.5, still 1-0 Beaver. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Why search far and wide for top quality auto parts when they're just around the corner at Bose Auto Parts in Beaver and Mount Pleasant? Did you know your local CarQuest dealer offers the best selection of parts for any vehicle? With 5 locations, Bose Auto Parts provides the best in hard work, integrity, and excellence. So support your community and student athletes in this year's state basketball tournaments with Bose Auto Parts, your local choice for quality and service, conveniently located in Beaver and Mount Pleasant.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing affordable, compassionate health care for the residents of Beaver and Iron counties. Their hometown doctors and providers grew up in Beaver County, so they understand and care about the patients in their small town communities. They offer services from OB care, pediatrics, preventative exams for children and adults, acute illness, and many other services. You'll appreciate the professional services of skilled professionals with that hometown doctor feel at Beaver Medical Clinic.
Okay, we're back. Deegan Blackner just fouls one off down the right field line. 0-1. We're in the bottom of the third. Beaver at bat with a 1-run lead here. Parker Staley, curveball hits toward the shortstop. Good pick up there over to first. Nope, gets by. He's 6. by the freshman Eric Phelps.
Yeah, we've seen that today too, where you just wait on the ball, right? While you got a speedster and Deegan Blackner hustling down the line, it rushes the throw, and the throw comes up the line, and Deegan Blackner finds himself safe at first on the E6.
So that'll bring up Davis Carter, who attempted to lay one down his first time up. I don't see any change in the plan here. Like we say, runs are going to be a premium. Bouncing that bat on his shoulder, I think, nope. Took a hack.
Big hack. Might change things up now, but I think he probably said, hey, I'm going to give you one good swing, and then we're going to go to work here. Maybe we'll see that bunt now.
Deegan Blackner, good speed out there at first base. Going to get back.
Well, and he was leaning right there. He about caught him. He kind of flinched towards second and then dove back into first safe.
So everybody's checking their cards. We're not talking about bingo cards either. That one's lifted towards center field.
Trouble.
Center field, Aiden Emmett coming in, but he's not going to get there. And
yeah, that just Blackner's got to get more than halfway in that situation, and then if he does make a diving catch, then you got to sprint back to first. But that's a tough one because you're right there in no man's land. If you don't get close enough, just like that, you're going to see the center fielder make the throw into the shortstop for the out. If you get too far and he catches it, it's going to be a tough play, but it's a tougher play throwing him out at first, so he's got to get a little bit closer to second base next time.
Okay, that'll bring up Davin Orton. Chance to help himself. They're going to go across to first base. No. Carter gets back.
No pitch time on Orton. Staley went ahead and threw it, of course, but time was given first.
Oh, curveball. Davin was on it, just swung over the top of it.
We're looking at getting new one. Let me see. We have this little thing.
So 0-1 to Davin Orton. Throw to first. Not in time.
Staley not afraid to throw over there, though. He trusts his first baseman. Realizes we got to keep runners close any chance he gets. But Kyler Randall there, he's got a lot of faith in him to throw over.
There's the throw down.
Got him on the foot before he touched the bag. Coach Carter thought he was in there, but I do think they tagged him on the foot as he's sliding into the bag before he got the hand on the bag.
Well, out number 2.
I don't. That's okay.
Next pitch is in the dirt for ball 1.
Well, you like the aggressiveness right there. You do have the 1-0 lead. If you can get him down there, have a chance with Orton and then even Blomquist is scoring, but instead you get thrown out, and then Orton right there at the strikeout.
So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Nobody left on. After 3 complete, still 1-0 Beaver. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centcom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
At Manti Family Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're crafting smiles with a hometown touch. Our comprehensive care from crowns to Invisalign allows us to treat the young and the young at heart. Manti Family Dental is veteran-owned and backed by Dr. Carlisle's 13 years of expertise and a heart for Manti's community.
I'm Dr. Carlisle. My wife and I chose to raise our family where roots run deep. Here, every patient is treated like a neighbor. Whether it's IV sedation to remove your wisdom teeth or getting an implant to replace a missing tooth, we ensure your dental health is in caring hands.
So give us a call to schedule a visit and discover the difference at Manti Family Dental.
Expecting a bundle of joy? Beaver Valley Hospital's new maternity wing is your local haven for life's special deliveries. Combining cozy comfort with top-tier technology, they bring big city medical excellence to the heart of Beaver with that small-town touch Beaver Valley Hospital is known for. Their full-service community hospital is your health partner from inpatient care, emergency, surgical, maternity, physical therapy, home health, and hospice. Beaver Valley Hospital is proud to support Beaver High School.
Basin machinery takes vertical tillage to the max with the Turbo Max from Great Plains. With its hydraulically adjustable gang angle, the TurboMax gives you lots of options. In the fall, you can run the machine at an angle to bury more residue. And in the spring, you can run it straight to create an excellent vertically tilled seed bed, all to help you achieve the best yields. Call Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today to see what the TurboMax can do for you. Mason Machinery in Great Plains. Harvest starts here. Okay, we're back. Parker Staley, first 2 pitches to him have been in the dirt. Davin Orton needs to remember it's 60 feet 6 inches back there to that little plate.
Yeah, he's
buried in the turf dirt there.
Throwing him curveballs, doesn't want to give him a fastball, knows that Staley's the big bat in the lineup, and if they can keep him off the base pass or get him to, pop up or try to roll over a pitch.
He rips that one down the left field line, but foul.
Ball bounced out on the field. They got to wait for the left fielder, throw it in. That's Noah Wolf.
So 2 balls, 1 strike. Inside, ball 3.
Yeah, 3-1 hitters count right here. Staley, he's an aggressive hitter too. You can expect him, if it's in there, he's going to be swinging.
Hit to the third baseman. Across the diamond for the out on the 5-3 put out. But I don't think Coach is going to want to see his starting pitcher sliding head first into first base.
Same thing.
There's going to be a serious discussion in that dugout if I'm the coach.
Yeah, Kai Anzalone with a really nice play there at third base, strong arm. But yeah, Staley trying to just do everything he can, sliding into first base head first. But that's a good way to hurt your pitching finger or hand or anything. And yeah, like you said, you'd rather just see him run straight through the bag.
Strike 1 to Clayton Bowler. Strike 2 to Clayton Bowler on the curveball. Catches that corner. Kind of froze Clayton right there. Kind of indecision as whether he's going to swing or not. Didn't. Got called strike. Now that was upstairs. Tried to put a little extra on it maybe. Next pitch, another curveball. That's hit slowly towards the third baseman. Angelo's going to come up, throw off balance. But he beats it out.
Yeah, safe, and really not much that you could do there if you're Kai Anzalone. He charged the ball. It just was hit softly towards third base. He's already batting left-handed, has an extra step or two towards first base, but he came in, charged it. He threw it on the run. Nice scoop there at first base, too, from Blomquist, but beat it out.
Well, and he had to catch it in here instead of getting the stretch out there. Might have been the difference. So, got a runner on. Clint Bundy at the plate. I started to mention earlier in the interview that they did during the reveal with Coach Bundy. They was talking about Clint being the hottest hitter in the lineup the last couple weeks.
Missed that, but they must have got him for a balk.
Yep. Apparently went to the mouth while he was in contact with the rubber.
Well, that's huge because now you got the tying run at second base with 1 out. So you got 2 opportunities here. And like you said, a hot hitting Clint Bundy and then Jackson Hyatt on deck to see if they can't score Clayton Bowler.
Next pitch upstairs, ball 2. So that's the 4th freebie given up by the Beavers, but still hold a 1-run lead. Ball 3.
Well, and Orton's frustrated a little bit right now as he goes 3 straight balls. Now they just yelled at another balk, and they're going to remove him to third, and Orton's really frustrated now.
I didn't see
what he did. I think he's licking the fingers and then going right at the ball instead of wiping it off is my guess. I like I say, I missed it. That's the only thing I can think of. And you see him right now take the glove off, rub the baseball. But now 90 feet away, so a fly ball, you tag up. This should tie the game.
So the second balk moves him to third. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
That's what he's doing. He's licking after each throw, and if he doesn't wipe it, they're calling it for a balk.
Well, they can't afford it now. So is that 22?
Yeah, looks like
Jackson Stoffer.
Yep. And runners at first and third. We'll see what Coach Bundy decides to do here offensively, and Beaver defensively. More than likely, they're going to let the guy go through. They don't want to give up that tying run.
Well, we're getting to the So they're out there, Blair Blomquist calling out the defensive signals. Yeah, I would think, we're getting to the 6, 7, 8 portion of the order, although there isn't really a weak spot in either one of these orders. Strike one.
Well, and Jackson Hyatt, he singled his first time up back in the second and then was doubled up on that 6-4-3 ground ball from Aiden Emmett. So infield's in. Coach Carter doesn't want to give up that tying run.
Next pitch stays outside for ball one. So as long as he stays there, the double play is in effect. They could get it hard somewhere. Double play would erase a run. Oh, swing and a miss.
Yeah, good pitch. Fastball down on the inside part of the plate. Right underneath the bat of Hyatt as he swings over the top of it. Still surprised that they haven't tried to get Stoffer, yes, down to second base. There he goes, yep.
Oh, they got him hung up. Going to tag him out.
Wow, that's a big play because they pick him off, and then nice throw from Blomquist to Davis Carter there at second base. They tag him out, and no chance for Bowler to go anywhere from third.
I was about to say, Orton's pretty cagey there with that pickoff play, and what you do. Comes with that balk move and gets him. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jackson Hyatt at the plate with 2 outs now. Still a runner at third base. That pitch stays up. Even things up at 2-2.
Yeah, Davin really wanted that one right there, but he's got to just stay composed. Realize it's just ball 2 and try to get strike 3 here. Jackson Hyatt doing anything he can to try to keep this inning alive and score that tying run from third.
Ooh, little protective swing there to foul that one off.
Well, if you're Coach Bundy, you'd rather see that, right?
I'm not sure how he got the bat on the ball there.
But, hey, foul it off, do what you can. Don't go down looking right here.
So the 2-2 pitch. That's lifted foul back behind us. Be pitch number 7 in the at-bat to Jackson Hyatt.
Yeah, Hyatt, the senior, just battling right here for Coach Bundy. He's the second baseman for him defensively.
Top of the 4th inning, I haven't had him coming in with 43 pitches, did Orton.
Coach Carter bringing in his right fielder a little bit. That's Deegan Blackner. Also bringing in the center fielder.
Curveball. That's going to make things full. Orton was headed to the dugout. He thought he had strike 3.
That's going to get the Beaver faithful fired up a little bit, but Blomquist kind of shakes his head. No big deal.
Well, can't believe that from, well, that Blomquist maybe, but not Orton. He was already headed to the dugout. Full count. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Out 3. So, no runs. They did have the 1 hit. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on. So at the end of 3.5, still 1-0 Beaver. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Heim, and KSL Sports.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Brent Stapley is right here in Beaver to help you select the right protection at the right price. Brent will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Brent Stapley, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Okay, we're back. Leading things off will be Raider Blomquist, followed by Gabe Robinson and Kai Anzalone. First pitch from Hyatt, get right at shortstop. Good pick, but I drops it on the changeover. Got the E6. Second error in the ball game.
Well, and you got Raider Blomquist now. They're going to run for him once again as he is catching. So Wheatley's going to come in. He's a smart base runner. You mentioned it. He's got 10 stolen bases on the season, but he's able to, understand the game. He's a senior. Been a little banged up this year, but someone that Coach Carter trusts and relies on heavily.
And that's big Gabe Robinson at the plate, big left-handed batter. See how they choose to play this. Going to go over to Chase Wheatley back.
And make him dive down a few times here. Gabe Robinson swinging a good bat, though, for Beaver. Got a single his last at-bat.
Had a good rip on one there on the inner portion. Perform, refuel, recover, repeat. Sounds like a pretty good.
Yeah.
Where do I sign up?
Unbottled.
Yeah. I've been unbottled for 73 years, boys and girls, so nothing new there. I prefer unbridled, but my wife might disagree with that, so. Robinson steps back in with the 0-1 count. Nobody out. Wheatley on first base. Robinson tried to lay that down and got him.
Yeah, and that's the right call. He pulled the bat back. Some of the Enterprise people questioning that, but he did not make an offer for it. Even Staley coming up asking the umpire right there, but he did pull back and gets hit by the pitch.
Yeah. Well, Coach Bundy just came to the steps, so he's not afraid to argue a call.
Well, and I think one of the other things, too, maybe just to question the umpire a little bit, but also
25 going in for.
Yeah, so 25. I was just going to say the other thing he's doing right now. You got runners at first and second. They've already shown Beaver has that Coach Carter's willing to give up a bunt right now, so he's just going over his bunt defense, making sure his players know where they're supposed to be, so if that's what they choose to do.
Bridger Blackner with 7 stolen bases is going to run for Gage Robinson. I'm sure Gage will probably re-enter. So runners at first and second, nobody out. Kai Anzalone at the plate.
Yeah, here in the bottom of the fourth, Beaver leads 1-0.
But threatening with no outs, runners at first and second. Anzalone offers, but didn't make contact. Strike one. I think he started to offer, then couldn't get the bat back in time.
So far defensively, Enterprise going to bring the first baseman in. He's crashing hard. Third baseman was staying home. That means second base, even though he's holding the runner, he's got a long ways to go to cover first.
And that's going to find the hole. That's going to score a run. Wheatley coming around, got good wheels. Throws coming into third.
Well, the reason that ball got through, in my opinion, third baseman's got to stay close to third in case the bunt. They have a play at third, so and then shortstop, second are holding the runner. Shortstop's going to cover second base on the bunt, and it just created a little bit more space for that ball to get through that 5-6 hole.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Just enough. So, with runners at first and second, that brings up Andrew Hollingshead from the left-hand side. Tough bat in the lineup here. Good speed. He's going to try and lay one down. He lays a doozy down. There ain't nobody going to get that one.
And Staley didn't even try. He just picked it up and headed back to the pitcher's mound. So that's an infield single on the bunt, and that's going to load the bases up.
5 hits. Nobody out. So Parker Staley going to have to buckle down. I guess if there's anybody in 2A that can do it, he's got the tools to do it with. He's just going to have to make the pitches. So they got 3 chances to score their 3rd run here with nobody out. First pitch is in the dirt.
Yeah, and they got David Smith up right now. Smith, 423 hitter. So, you know, if you're Coach Carter, you really got to like having Smith at the plate right now. He's got 20 runs driven in.
Next pitch, curveball. Stays inside, almost got David Smith.
Yeah, coach is telling him, hey, swing away right here if you get your pitch, and more than likely 2-0 loaded bases. He's going to get his pitch.
Should get a fastball, I'm going to guess.
Yeah, this is when you get your pitch right here, you want to square it up, take advantage.
Oh, just missed outside. So he can afford to take a pitch or two now. Kind of change the philosophy.
We saw Orton, you know, take his hat off, take a little stroll, walk, whatever. Now we're seeing Staley do the same thing, takes his hat off, you know, rubs his forehead, and now he's going to – and that's what you like. Pitcher, take a minute. Take a deep breath, step off the mound, step back on, and get locked in.
And don't forget you got 8 of the guys behind you still.
Well, and we just saw a 3-0 swing right there. David Smith trying to hit something in the gap.
So 3-1. That ball's lifted, fouled to the left side. Somebody going to, nope. Tough one for Clayton Bowler to try and get over on that one. That brings the count full. Scoreboard's a little behind here.
Yeah, and that one, Smith, it seemed like he either got it off the end of the bat or a little bit on the hands. Just kind of hit that flare foul, but Bowler not able to track it down. It filled in for Enterprise.
Yeah. Oh, man. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And that was an amazing curveball, right? He took more off that pitch than I've seen all game long from him. And he was way out in front. He almost could have swung twice.
That was another one you could time that one with. You need a stopwatch instead of the radar gun.
Yeah.
That had to be about 20, 25.
Yeah, it was way
mile an hour slower than his fastball or even his other curveball.
Yeah, he throws a hard curveball too, but yeah.
Whoa, trying to bunt one, maybe bunt one by.
Yeah, I think they're just wanting to pick up that run right there, anything they could do, and Noah Wolf just didn't get it down and fair. He got a piece of it, but fouled it off to first base dugout.
Trying to get it in that hole between the first and second baseman.
Absolutely.
Next pitch, going to do it again. Pull it back, take strike 2. Can't do that.
Well, what's happening now is Staley's on the mound ready to go, and the batters are getting the sign from Coach Carter stepping in. As soon as they step in, Staley's going. They need to keep their hand up and call time.
Next pitch. Right there, strike 3. Strike 3 looking, you can't do that.
Nope. Now it's going to be up to Deegan Blackner with 2 outs here. Staley with back-to-back strikeouts once he's loaded the bases up, and now we're going to have a coach. Was that Coach Bundy?
Yeah.
Okay, Coach Bundy going to run out to the mound, talk things over right here with 2 outs and loaded bases.
Talk about what he wants to do, Deegan Blackner.
Yeah, Blackner drew a hit by pitch and then came around to score that first inning. And then, if you remember, he got on the E6 and then was thrown out on that short single pop up to center field where he just didn't quite get halfway. It hits, and the center fielder throws him out at second on the force out.
So just making sure what they want to do here. Good stick there.
Well, now the infield, everybody plays back a little bit.
2 outs. Oh, pulls that one foul down the first baseline.
Well, and I think Coach Bundy, one of the other things that he might have been talking to those infielders about is, hey, you do have loaded bases, but you also got a speedy Deegan Blackner. Charge the ball, field it, let's get an out wherever we can get an out.
Yep, got an out at any base. Second pitch in the dirt, even things up at 1-1. Ooh, nice stop there by Clint Bundy. Give up the body to save that one from going to the backstop.
Yeah, it really was. And now makes you wonder here, too, if 2-1 count, Obviously, Blackner's ahead in the count, but
had a fastball, but just couldn't catch up.
Well, no take by any means. It's go get the ball. Now it's even count, 2-2, 2 out. And if you're Staley, you got to maybe think about that curveball again that he threw to Smith.
That should be outlawed. It's got to be illegal. Joe, Google that. See if that's illegal. Oh, that is strike 3.
And Blackner might have been thinking about that curveball as he froze him on the fastball right down the middle.
All right, so dude, get the 1 run. They do it on 2 hits. There was 1 error in the inning and 3 runners left on base. So after 3 complete, 2-0. After 4 complete, I should say.
Yeah.
Still, it's 2-0 Beaver. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centacom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is your local employee-owned and operated solution for plumbing, heating, and cooling, waterworks, agricultural irrigation, landscaping irrigation, power equipment, pumps, tools, and safety. Discover the difference a knowledgeable and friendly staff can make for you. With thousands of products and brands you know and trust, Mountain Land Supply has what you need when you need it. Call, click, or come into Mountain Land Supply of Richfield and let us help you move mountains.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Okay, well, we're back. Davin Orton, first pitch to, where are we at? Aiden Emmett. Center fielder, strike 1.
Aiden Emmett hit into that 6-4-3 double play, his first time back in the second. This is only his second at bat.
Foul back. Yep, Davin Orton got a few chinks in the armor, but he's still been able to win the battles when he needed to. 0-2 here to the number 7 hitter in the lineup. Even Blue flinched on that one, but didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, Norton kind of shook his head just a little bit out there. Thought maybe that was a strike, but needless to say, it's just a ball.
Hit toward the second baseman. Over to first for the 4-3 putout, and out number 1.
Yeah, and you talked about it last inning as they were getting with Jackson Hyatt before he struck out. They were getting to the end of the order, 7, 8, 9. And so getting the lead off Aiden Emmett brings up the 8, 9 batters and Eric Phelps and Jackson Moyle on deck.
Eric Phelps struck out his only other time facing Mr. Orton. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Yeah, and Phelps has a .226 batting average. He's kind of their number 2 pitcher, too. If they were to need to go to someone in a situation where they felt like they could still win this game, it would probably be Phelps.
Curveball in there for strike 2. Phelps couldn't pull the trigger on that one. Davin Orton 0-2, 1 out for pitch.
Got him.
Strike 3. Freshman mistake right there.
Yep. Well, so far, sitting down 7 and 8 in order. Davin Orton would love to do that right here, get Jackson Moyle, and then start the 6th with the top of the lineup.
Now, 5th strikeout for Davin Orton. Next pitch to Jackson Moyle is outside for ball 1. Jackson Moyle, a strikeout victim his last time up, or only time up so far. 5th inning, they've only faced him 1 time. This is the 2nd time around. Curveball. Misses. Ball 2. Don't want to do that to the number 9 hitter. So a little BP, let your defense work behind you. There, dials in the curveball.
Yeah, took a lot off that pitch too. Wanted to make sure he got in there for strike one. Beaver playing pretty much straight away. Outfield's kind of, they're not really shallow, but they're not very deep either. They're kind of, I guess, just straight up. With Moyle right here, you see them as the top of the lineup comes up as they start to deepen up a little bit. But right now playing fairly shallow in left, center, and right.
Counts 3-1 with 2 outs to the number 9 hitter. Swing and a miss on a good curveball.
Yeah, Moyle just swung right over the top of that one.
Counts full.
Moyle's a freshman.
Pitch,
261 average.
Strike 3. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. So after 4.5, 5.5, still 2-0 Beaver. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Team Hive, Centacom, and KSL Sports.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
Okay, we're back. Ball 1 to Davis Carter. Lifts that one to the right-hand side. First baseman Kyler Randall's got that for out number 1.
Yeah, Carter just got a little bit underneath that pitch and wanted to try to hit that one to right field on the line, but just got under it, popped it up.
So that brings up Davin Orton. 0 for 2 on today. Curveball, boy, rips that one down the left field line. If that's to be fair, that's
just
trouble.
Foul. Missed it by about a foot. And that definitely would have put him at second. Depends on how it gets down in the corner in the carom. He might have been able to get to third. Just missed it.
So, just a pretty exciting strike right there. Strike 1. So 0-1. Next pitch.
Well, beans him, I thought. Boy, I don't know how he got out of the way of that one. Do you?
Mm-mm. I thought it got him.
I did too.
Curveball down and away.
Well, that shows you the smart pitcher at the Staley, as he knew he turned on one, just missed a fair ball. Comes in on him, brushes him off the plate, curveball away.
Fouls one off to the right-hand side. Davin Orton with a 2-2 count with 1 out here. 2-0. Bottom of the 5th inning. That's it right back up the middle for a base hit.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. Davin Orton. Yeah, it looks like they are going to bring out number 1. That looks like Carson Petty. Well, maybe send him back to the dugout and said that Orton's going to run for himself. Coach Carter recognizes and realizes how important that 1 run is. If they could get him to come around and score, they lead this one 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th.
With 1 out, they don't want to leave it to an underclassman here. That's too important. Orton sneaking off there. First pitch strike to Brader Blomquist.
Yep, Blomquist 1 for 2, runs scored, also an RBI. He's reached twice, got on by an error.
Next one is fastball upstairs. Even things up at 1-1. That's Staley at 64 pitches coming in.
Pretty efficient.
There goes the runner. There's the throw down.
Got him.
They got him.
Yep. Yeah. Between, the combination of Staley really holding runners and doing a good job, and Bundy behind the plate, and then you got to give credit to Phelps out there, and also Hyatt when they have to take the throw down, making the tag. But Beaver maybe run him out of an inning right there.
Well, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Blomquist. See if he can get things started again for Coach Daniel Carter and the Beaver Beavers. Nope. Strike 3. So, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and there were no runners left on. So after 5 complete, still 2-0 Beaver. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centacom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit ipautah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed. Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Okay, we're back here, Larry H. Miller Field at BYU. 2-0 going into the top of the 6th. This is the kind of game we thought we were going to have. It'll be Gage Robinson. Oh, no, we better get on the right team here. It's going to be Enterprise.
Right at the top of the order. Kyler Randall.
So, Kyler Randall will come on. Kyler 0 for 2. Well, no, 1 for 2 on the game. Had a walk and a strikeout. Davin Orton said 75 pitches coming in. In the dirt, ball 1.
Yeah, both pitchers at the end of 5. Staley had thrown 78 and Orton 78 and Staley 75.
Oh, I had it wrong. Next pitch, in the dirt, ball 2.
That puts him up to 80 so far. So, both these two coaches would like to see their guys go the full distance here.
Strike. Right there on the inside portion, down low. Next one, right there, strike 2.
That's one thing about Randall. He's not afraid to see a few pitches and still trust himself at the plate.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
That one he just maybe chased up out of the zone once he got to 2 strikes.
7 strikeouts I have through 6 innings.
Eight. Yeah.
8.
8 with that one, yep.
First pitch to Trayson Whitman is a strike. Well, I got to count that one, I guess.
Yeah,
that's the one I didn't count.
Yeah, with that one, it was 8. 7 before that.
Oh, that's nub towards first base. Oop. Tig Blomquist forgot something. But it ain't going to hurt him because it was foul.
Yeah. Well, and if you look at first base here on the field, what do you see just to the right side of the bag down there? Can you see that little spot?
A little orange thing.
So you know what that's for?
Is that to track it?
That's for BYU. So when they play, they've put the extra base in there. So high school, they've taken it out. It's just the plug there.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I think eventually you probably see the high schools go the same thing. You know, we already saw one last game, kind of a collision at first base on a throw, and it happens quite often.
That little chin music there for ball one. Yeah, that runner's base. Get the people out of the way.
Yeah, softball, like Joe said, they're already doing it. Baseball, you'll probably see it
Ball
just trickle down to the high school level.
Well, it works good with a three-man crew.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the thing that I've heard is the question is with the two-man crew.
Well, he picked a good one to swing at right there, did Trayson Whitman. Gets the strikeout, and, you know, the catcher can't handle the pitch as it gets back to the backstop, so he's safe at first.
So Parker Staley gets a chance with a runner on and one out. First pitch strike. That left hand tailed back in, got the strike zone.
Well, and Staley, we saw him last inning end up grounding out to third, but he hit one deep down the left field line, just foul.
Strike two.
But Orton going right at him. Now Orton can afford to maybe get him to chase a pitch or two here.
Got him. Strike three.
Yep, got him to chase a little pitch just off the plate.
10th strikeout. That'll bring us to Clayton Bowler. 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch outside, ball one.
Yeah, and he's the one that got out on that comebacker, on that double play from pitcher to home and home to first, back in the first, and then got the single, made it to third base.
There was that Bach move again. Almost got him leaning. I told you, Orman's crafty. He is crafty. So the 1-0. Ooh, swung a one that might have helped. Might have been ball two. Getting hard to see my scorebook here. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Top of the 6th inning for 2-0 ball game. Beaver holds that 2-run edge. Clayton Bowler, that gets by. Ball 3. And
Blomquist hits his glove with his fist right there. He thought he had that one. It just went right underneath off the glove, through his legs to the backstop. And yeah, now any little blooper or bleeder into the outfield, Enterprise gets a run on the board and gets a little bit of life. But 2-1 count here with 2 outs, runner at second base.
2 balls, 1 strike. That ball's lifted foul. Going to even things up at 2-2. Nobody going to get that one.
No, and Bowler maybe chased a pitch a little out of the zone right there, but now he's got 2-2 count.
2-2, 2 outs.
Noah Wolf
Runner
playing
at second.
Yeah, Noah Wolf playing kind of shallow there in left field too, which is the way you kind of slapped that last bat.
Oh man, they might. Ooh, that was a close one. Ball came back to Blomquist off of the wall, but not close enough. That pitch is way outside. Blomquist had no hope of getting that one.
Well, and let's remember too, Whitman got on because he struck out, but the ball went to the backstop. Moves to first and then to second, now to third.
That's trickling foul. Somebody got to grab it before it kicks fair.
Well, and if that stays fair, it would have been a really tough play for Orton to get that with both first base, second base, everybody moving, make that play. So fortunate for Beaver, it goes foul, but Bowler getting to get another shot right here.
Count goes full to the number 4 hitter in the lineup. Horton would like to get the plate out right here.
Yep, Blomquist going to call time, run out there, make sure they're on the same page here for this pitch.
Looking at Coach Carter in the thing, they got their little device that calls the balls.
Oh, yeah.
The count. The pitch, you mean? Yeah. Next pitch. Ooh, I thought he was going to ring him up.
He kind of stepped out of the way like he might, but ball 4.
So ball 4, that's the 4th walk against 10 strikeouts and a hit by pitch and 2 balks. So 4, 5, 6, 7 freebies, and they still hold a 2-run lead. He's working on my prediction, ain't he?
Yeah.
I'm going to prove that dummy wrong, he says.
Well, at this point, makes you wonder, too, is Bundy willing to trade it out for a run? But once again, you'd have to get the out before the run crossed the plate if he decides to steal here. I doubt he will. I think he's just going to leave it up to his son, Clint Bundy, right here to let him swing the bat.
He said Clint was the hottest hitter coming into the tournament in the last couple weeks. First pitch, ball 1.
Well, I think he'd really like to see him take till he gets a strike, because then that'd force if he does walk him, force the tying run to second. Now Coach Carter's going to call time and go out the mound. He wants to visit about the first, third defense and make sure they don't make any mistakes here.
And officially I have that 99 pitches too, if we were correct at 78 coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd like to see him get this one here and then maybe have at least 1 or 2 batters in the 7th. But I think you'll see Coach Bundy make Clint here take till they get a strike.
They're going to walk him. Yep. I just saw him point at the thing.
I'm not sure about that, because now you go a little blooper and you tie the game right here. You know, runners at first and third, a base hit, you're still up 2-1, but now a base hit ties the game. Yep. But he is going to bring the outfield in, so maybe a base hit won't let Bowler come around or Bundy come around to score right there. Or excuse me, Bowler, who's on second now, Bundy on first.
Jackson Hyatt steps to the plate.
Hyatt 0 for 2. Excuse me, 1 for 2. He did get a single back in the second and then struck out in the 4th.
First pitch, ball 1.
He likes the lefty-lefty matchup, Coach Carter.
Hyatt fouls that one off towards the Beaver dugout, towards his own dugout. Even things up at 1-1. 2 outs, bases loaded, in a 2-0 ball game here in the top of the 6th inning.
And no place to put the batter.
Curveball, boy, Orton wanted that one. Blomquist is asking where it's at.
So did Blomquist.
Oh, that hit the runner.
Yeah, he's out.
That's it.
Wow, Beaver dodges a bullet right there as Jackson Hyatt hits a hard ground ball in that 4-3 hole. Clint Bundy running from first to second gets hit by it. That's going to end the inning.
Yep. So, no runs, no hits. There were no errors, but there were 3 runners left on. So after 5.5, still 2-0 Beaver. We'll be back in the bottom of the 6th on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports. Hey, y'all, just a reminder to shop Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, offering windows and glass sales and installation, including window tinting. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, 410 North Main in Richfield, has a huge inventory and always sells at rock bottom prices. And Shepherd's has the service to back it all up. Click shepherdscarpets.com. Carpet, flooring, windows, and glass, and more. Shop Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Click shepherdscarpets.com and sit back and try to wipe that big old smile off your face.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Okay, Gage Robinson going to lead things off in the top of the 7th for Beaver. Take strike 1 on the curveball.
Yeah, coming into this inning, too, we had Staley at 75 pitches.
Ball 1 outside. Oh.
Yeah, had a pretty good hack on that curveball right there as he really turned on it, but just kind of dribbles it back to the backstop between home and first base dugout. Finds himself down in the count 1-2. Staley with the pitch. It's going to be fouled off the left side out over the stadium towards the road here over the first base dugout. Still 1-2 count here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Gabe Robinson reached twice. Got a single and been hit by a pitch.
Well, that's going to get down for base hit. Now, they'll have to take him out if they want to run for him this time because he's been run for once.
Yeah, and I think they probably are willing to do that here with no outs, and he is the DH, so they don't lose him out there defensively, but they going to leave him in. Good piece of hitting. Robinson's really swinging a hot bat right now from the left side for this Beaver team.
That brings up Kai Anzalone. 1 for 2 in the ball game. What's he doing over there? Boy, bouncing around there like he's going to go. He just about got picked off.
Making sure his first base coach is awake over there.
Well, he is now, I can tell you that. Don't put the heart monitor on him. It'll tilt that thing. Ooh, swing and a miss from Anzalone on a good pitch right there in the heart of the strike zone.
Beaver taking a long time, giving the signs, making Staley wait and not being able to work fast.
Next pitch, squares to bunt, puts a dandy down. They're going to have to go to first. They get the out there.
Yeah, that's a good piece of hitting right there as Kai Anzalone executes the bunt. And that's going to move Robinson to second base. So Robinson to second base with Andrew Hollingshead coming up. He was able to get a single on the base hit bunt his last at bat. Back in the second, he flew out to left field. And he hits one right up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. That Robinson's coming around. He's going to look to head home, and it looks like the cutoff is going to be made.
Chugga.
Yep, and not in time.
And the throw home on the error.
So Andrew Hollingshead, Coach Carter's got to be a huge fan of him right now as Anzalone executes the bunt, moves Robinson to second base, and Andrew Hollingshead drives him in.
I didn't know who threw that in, but that's got to be an error.
Yeah, that was Jackson Hyatt took the cutoff there, and then kind of late on deciding whether he was going to throw it or not. And like you said, threw it high, and then that allows Hollingshead to then go to second base. So now Beaver with the runner at second, still same situation now with one out, but they do get the one run across and increase that 2-0 lead, make it 3-0. That's their 8th hit of the ball game. So 3 runs across, 8 hits. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Beaver leads Enterprise 3-0.
David Smith at the plate. First pitch, strike.
Yeah, and Staley's had his number. He's got back-to-back strikeouts. Smith 0 for 2. See strike 1 right there.
Ooh, out in front of a curveball.
Remember that pitch last time.
Yep.
Smith made a little bit of an adjustment, but Staley, made a mental note too on what he struck him out on last time up.
So Hollingshead out there at second base, got some good wheels. Bouncing around, taking up the attention of, fastball fouled off.
Yeah, Smith got it just on the handle, got underneath it, but got that between the handle and the sweet spot of the bat. Fouls it straight back, still 0-2.
Here's the 0-2. Curveball stays up.
Yeah, that one, no chance right there for that one to be a strike. And Smith, he checked that one off the box early on and let it go.
One ball, two strikes. Oh, swing and a miss. Strike three.
Yeah, tough day for David Smith there facing Staley. He's had his number. That's out number two, and now Noah Wolf, who's also had a tough day facing Staley with 2 strikeouts, comes to the plate.
I have that as 8 strikeouts. What do you got, Coach?
That was number 9.
Number 9. Strike one.
Yeah, curveball really buckles Noah Wolf right there. And you see Staley's really gone to that curveball here to the bottom end of the order. And then once he gets ahead, he will sneak a fastball past him.
Tried to catch the corner with a fastball, but just missed. I have him nearing 90 pitches. Oh.
Once again, we've seen some Houdini acts at the home plate in the batter's boxes. That once again, I don't know how Noah Wolf did not get hit by that pitch.
I don't either.
I think even the umpire kind of smiling over at the Coach Bunny and the Enterprise team like, yeah, I don't know how he got out of the way of that one either.
But 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 3-0 here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So 2-2 to the number 9 hitter.
And coming up for Enterprise in the top of the 7th, it will be 7, 8, 9. Aiden Emmett, Eric Phelps, and Jackson Moyle.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. We're going to find out pretty shortly. 11th strike or 10th strikeout in the ball game. So they do get 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on. So at the end of 6, 3-0 Beaver. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Hive, and KLSL Sports.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders. Our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Okay, we're back. 7, 8, and 9. Aiden Emmett takes strike 1. 102 pitches, so 103 now. 104th pitch, strike 2.
And that's how to be efficient right there, is go first pitch strike, second pitch strike, and just pound the zone right here with the 2-0 lead. Or 3-0 lead, that's right. They picked up that one run right there.
So it's pitch 105. See where pitch number 106 goes. Swing and a miss, the one in the dirt. Tags him.
Yep.
Strikeout. Yeah, let's get over here where he belongs.
So that means for sure, unless Phelps hits this first pitch, he should be able to at least pitch to Phelps, and then more than likely Moyle is going to see a new pitcher.
So 11 strikeouts for Mr. Orton. So this will be pitch number 107. No, that wasn't it.
No, he wants a new baseball.
Look up and see that thing come lobbing in there. What the dick is going on here? Okay. Number 8 hitter, Eric Phelps. First pitch, curveball, upstairs. Ball 1. 107. So unless he swings here and hits something, this will be his last batter.
Yep.
This will be pitch 108. 108's ball 2.
Yeah, and that's what got one of the officials here helping run the tournament down there, letting the Beaver coaches know where they're at pitch count wise.
Yeah. 109 is strike 1. So he's going to be able to finish out Mr. Phelps here, and then they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And the bullpen's empty, so someone on the field's coming in.
Ooh, just got him. 110 on the 6-3 put out. Out number 2, I'm going to go with Blomquist at first base, I bet you. We're going to have a pitch and change show, so where we are, we'll go back to the studio on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centacom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Why search far and wide for top quality auto parts when they're just around the corner at Bose Auto Parts in Beaver and Mount Pleasant? Did you know your local CarQuest dealer offers the best selection of parts for any vehicle? With 5 locations, Bose Auto Parts provides the best in hard work, integrity, and excellence. So support your community and student athletes in this year's state basketball tournaments with Bose Auto Parts, your local choice for quality and service, conveniently located in Beaver and Mount Pleasant.
Okay, we're back. Ball 1 from the new pitcher, Kai Anzalone. 3.36 ERA, 25 innings of work. Strike 1. He's just going to hopefully have to face just the one. 23 strikeouts, 5 base on balls.
Yeah, Anzalone, the third baseman, coming into pitch. He's shown he's got a strong arm, too, at some of those plays at third.
That's in the dirt for ball 2.
Well, and this is the batter they want. It's obviously number 9, and they do not want to see him get on base and then turn the lineup over.
Well, he's in danger. That's ball 3. Got to just throw strikes here. And he's going to take another pitch here. I'm just almost going to bet you.
Yep.
Strike 2.
Yeah, good pitch right there from Kai Anslow, and I think he knew it too. And, just smart baseball, but Jackson Moyle can't take another one here with full count.
Ball game.
Yep.
Ball game. Got him. 1-0. So, final here from Larry H. Miller Field is going to be 3-0 Beaver. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.